Good morning, everyone, and welcome to November. Last night I did end up having a hard time falling asleep, which was unfortunate. I just kind of was lying there and just wasn't able to go to sleep, and it was pretty frustrating, honestly. I didn't feel like it would be that difficult to fall asleep last night when I actually got into bed, but then it started getting more and more difficult to fall asleep, and eventually I did. But this morning I did wake up like an hour later than I would have liked to, so I skipped over working out and went right into editing vlogs. And so I did that, which is very nice. I only edited one vlog, and I'll just go ahead and post it. It's we're exactly 1 month behind now, so let's see if I can catch up. And it's okay. Today I'm gonna go to work. I feel really good right now because I did accomplish something, and now I'm gonna get to go to work and hopefully accomplish lots of stuff at work today. And then later tonight I will come home and write and just try to hit my goal for the day. Try to hit my writing goal, and hopefully I can in maybe even a little bit early, and then I can go to sleep, and hopefully it won't be difficult to go to sleep tonight. And I'll just keep trying as hard as I can to go to sleep at a good time every night, and we'll see what happens. I suppose it would make me very happy to just be able to go to sleep every night and wake up in the morning, because I mean, it's not, this month for me isn't just about NaNoWriMo. I want so badly for NaNoWriMo to go well, but at the same time I also just I want this to be the month that I wake up in the morning when I want to. I work out every morning like I want to. I work on vlogs every morning. I get to work at a good time and feel accomplished and feel like I'm getting stuff done all day at work, every day. Come home, give myself plenty of time to read and write without getting too distracted from other stuff every night. And it would just, that's what my ideal day would be. And I don't know, it's not even just this month. Even I want this month to be a month of discipline, of finding out that I can do this stuff, that I can wake up every morning, do the things that I want to do, and come home from work, have a good day at work, come home from work, and do the stuff I want to do at night as well, and then get to bed at a good time every night, and do it again, get up early and do it again the next day. It would mean so much to me if I could do that, and I'm not going to beat myself up if I miss certain days, especially like if it's the case of like last night where I just couldn't fall asleep. It's not necessarily something I have that much control over, I feel like, but I'm going to do my best to sleep and get enough sleep every night and feel like I'm getting stuff done, because this is not just about November. Like I said, this is for me, as I want it to be a lifestyle change. Honestly, I want it to be where I look at myself this month, after when the month is over, be like, this month I wrote every day, or at least almost every day, hopefully. I woke up almost every day, hopefully, and worked out, and I'm going to try to really crack down on my eating habits and try to eat more healthily, try to really count calories all month long, like every single day, and just keep on top of myself, keep track of what I'm doing, and make this a lifestyle change month where after it's over, I continue with it. I want to continue with this, and I want to go forward into December and into next year with the same mindset that I'm going to wake up every morning. I'm going to do the stuff that I want to do in the morning. I'm going to start off a solid morning. Giselle and I hopefully will both get on the same schedule. We're waking up in the mornings together and doing stuff together in the mornings. And then I'll work out as well, and I'll edit vlogs. Vlogs will be for the morning time, and I'll be caught up with vlogs every morning. And then I'll come home and I'll read and I'll write and I'll spend time with Giselle, and I'll just this month specifically is going to be very strict on like writing at night, like trying to hit the 1,600 words every day. But from there on, it would just be a goal to write every day. So like even if I only write like 500 words a day every day after that, then that's totally fine. I want to get in the habit of writing every day and doing the stuff I want to do every day. So anyway, I'm gonna finish getting ready for work and head out, and hopefully it's a good day. Hopefully things go well. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know later tonight. And I know Giselle has her own goals for this month, and just for things in general as well, because she's had a hard time sleeping, and she's been working. She's just been so tired. She's been working 6 days a week, and it's understandably on her days off and at night times when she gets home from what seems like such a long day, where she has to get up and walk to work and then stand on her feet all day and work and for 6 days a week, and it's just like it's a lot, and so she's having a hard time with that as well. And so I know we're both going to be trying to do some stuff to better ourselves this month, and hopefully that comes across. Hopefully that happens. We'll see how everything goes, and yeah, I'll hopefully keep you guys updated on that. All right, so it's many hours later, and well, here I'll show you exactly what time it is. It's almost 2 hours past the time I would have liked to have gone to sleep, and I just barely made my word count for the day. 17:10. Finally, here it is. There's the title page, and then so it's about 5 pages worth of stuff right there, and I'm a little bit torn. On the one hand, it's really late, and it took me a long time to write all this stuff. Like, I didn't start immediately when I got home. I think a lot of it just has to do with the fact that I felt so tired when I got home today from work. I just didn't feel like doing much of anything. My brain wasn't working very well, and it hasn't been working very well, at least speed-wise, over the past several hours. I feel so out of it, honestly. Especially when I got home, I felt super out of it. When I actually sat down and was like, I'm going to really focus on this writing and get it out of me, I ended up being able to write, and like, it didn't sound like it came any faster. It definitely didn't come faster. It was very slow. It was a very slow process. But on the one hand, I didn't really edit myself. There are some marks in there, like some cross-ups and stuff. None of that was me going back and editing myself at all. All I did sometimes is like, I was like, oh, I didn't mean to write the sentence that way. Let me cross it out real quick and just write the sentence this other way or whatever. I've written the wrong word that I didn't necessarily mean to write and be like, oh, okay, wait, no, I meant this word, so I would cross it out and write the word I meant. So like, I actually haven't been editing myself, which is usually what slows me down, and I feel really good about that, and I also just feel really good about what I've written. I genuinely feel good about the words that I wrote down. Like, I like them. I really like the way it came out. I really like the way I've put everything down. I've taken it all out of my head. I started, this what I've been writing is a prologue, and I started writing it with a certain intention, and I wrote the first, like, most of the first page with this intention of where it was going, and then when I got to the bottom of the second page, I had written something that was like, it could go in a couple different directions, and there's a direction that I hadn't necessarily thought of that I didn't realize it was going to go in, that the scene was going to go in, and I was like, alright, so I went in that direction, and honestly, it was a great decision, and I'm really happy about it. I think it has pushed the scene into being way better than it would have been, and I'm really excited about it. While I was writing, I started really focusing on the writing around 7:30, so about 2 hours after getting home from work. I had tried to write a couple words before then, but I was having trouble focusing, so I was just like, I was watching some YouTube videos, I was listening to writing excuses, I was trying to get some inspiration, I was reading a little bit, and I ate dinner, and it took me a while to get really focused on the writing, and then an hour and a half later, I was getting ready to go get Giselle from work, and I was like, oh, I gotta leave in like 5 minutes. But so like, but before that, right before that, I had looked up some music, and I just kind of stumbled across this song by accident, and this song like super inspired me and fit perfectly within the scene that I was trying to write. The scene has music in it. It's music is important to the story, and so I was just like, this song is perfect, and like it sparked a whole bunch of stuff in my head, and I ended up writing down like this huge like list. This list right here is, it doesn't look like a list, but it's a bunch of points that are like arrow, like one thing, an arrow to the next thing, an arrow to the next thing, an arrow to the next thing. So like one thing leading to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. And that's just that's how my thought processes go sometimes. So that was like me planning out the rest of the prologue, like in this direction, realizing the different topics that I wanted to hit, the different things I wanted to hit, and in what order, and how they would flow together. And I wrote all that down, and there's like 20 different points that I wanted to hit in here. And so far, like after I came home from picking Giselle up, I did that. I wrote all that down like real quick because I couldn't sit there and write it. Obviously, couldn't write it all that quickly, like the actual stuff I was trying to write. So I just wrote down all these little notes real quick before I went and got Giselle. And when I got back from picking up Giselle, I sat down and for the last few hours wrote only 6 of these 20 points I wanted to hit. Although, to be fair, I think some of the ones coming up are shorter. But I did, like, it just ended up coming to me. A lot of it, I mean, some of it came slowly, and I let it come slowly. Like, I didn't try to force it to come faster than I thought it would be natural to. So, like, in that way, I guess I didn't necessarily follow the point of NaNoWriMo where you just kind of lay down words on the page as fast as possible. But it's really hard for me to do. Honestly, it's so hard for me to do. Even when when I'm not editing myself like I wasn't now, I still was trying to get the sentences out in the way that I meant to say them. Because if I don't write something down in the way that I mean to say it, it bothers me. And that's when I go back and edit myself. So I kind of have to find like a good balance. I think the more I practice, the more I'll get better at it. Obviously, and the more I actually try to get sleep, the better I'll be. The more focused I'll be, the easier it'll be for me. I need to get sleep. I'm about to go to sleep right now, I promise. In fact, I should really just end this vlog right here. I'm very tired. I am a little bit frustrated with how things ended up going so slowly. Hopefully, me not going to bed until like 1 a.m. now tonight doesn't kill me too much tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow I'll prioritize going to bed at an exact time rather than trying to fill in the word count. But I guess we'll see. I'll decide tomorrow. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. But anyway, I wish I could just take this entire month off of work just to focus on this, but obviously that's impossible. So I think that's about it for today. I am happy with what I wrote. I'm happy with the way my story is going. Even though I've only written 5 pages of it, I'm very happy with what I've written. I feel very proud of what I've written. But I gotta pump it up. I gotta keep going and get better, or else I'm gonna fall behind, and I'm not gonna feel too good about that. But I will feel good that I'm liking what I'm writing, at least, hopefully. So thanks in advance for listening to me ramble on about NaNoWriMo stuff from here on out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.